Hiya. Oh. Hiya. God, look at me posting twice. Posting, uploading, whatever it's called. Nothing can then twice. Can you believe? You spoiled? Spoiled. Went to the doctors yesterday, and to discuss the blood test results. They only actually tested, even though it's like the 12 monthly. Excuse me, it's the sheep. And no, well, obviously that wasn't was that a sheep? I know they got cows as well. But is that a cow? How awful is that? I don't even know my animals at 45. No, not a cow. It's a mummy sheep. So yeah, they're just out, literally outside the window in the field. Yeah, so I went to see the doctor to discuss the test, and they only had tested for TSH, 3T4 and 3T3, which, it is pretty normal at the GPs unless you're paying for it privately. But I was thinking, because it's the early one, that they would have done like the B12 and D3 and all that business, but apparently not. So they all looked kind of okay. They seemed, I didn't seem too alarmed by them myself when I checked them against where I needed to be. There's like a chart, is it a meme or a meme or whatever, from Stop the Thyroid Madness, and I personally use that one to sort of check to see where I am. Other people might use different things, but that's the one I'm using. He seemed okay. His head fell off a little bit this time. He had a bit of a wobble, and I got the whole lecture about how, if it's too high a dose or too low a dose or whatever it was, that can damage the heart and cause atrial fibrillation and arrhythmia, and it affect your my bone density and all that. But then, I was on the pill injection for about 15 years, I think it was, and if you read up on that apparently affects your bone density. It thins it quite a bit, apparently. I suppose it just depends what you're reading and where you're reading it. And the arrhythmia, well, I got that the whole time I was on levothyroxine anyway. I did have atrial fibrillation. Funny enough, so did my mum, who's hypothyroid and on levothyroxine, and my brother, who's hypothyroid, and he's also on levothyroxine, and we've all had atrial fibrillation. I can't speak, I've got the horse's teeth in. And we've all had ablation therapy to get off the meds, because we were all on beta blockers as well. My other brother and my sister, they haven't been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and I've never complained of any heart issues, so guess we were the lucky ones. So he gave the lecture about that. Like I say, I really like him. He is really easy to talk to. Just try to set his mind at rest again, that I'm not actually trying to kill myself, that I do just want to feel better. But then with that, he was saying what he really wishes people with hypothyroidism would, or the thyroid disease would remember, is that we're never going to feel as well as somebody without it, or how we felt pre thyroid disease. And I think, well, that's cheery, isn't it? And that's with medication, he's saying. So whether it's levothyroxine or what your doctor's been giving you, I'm cold, or we're never going to feel as well as we did before. I mean, quite frankly, I've never been, the life and soul of the party and full of energy beans. I think I've just always remembered being slightly lethargic, I think. I don't know. But I just thought that was really, like, dreary. And also then, like he was saying, but then this bit I completely agree with. So he was saying about, because I was saying I am just really tired and I've got no lust for life or to do anything. And then, like he was saying, and he did say it really politely, and you could see him trying to think of a nice way of saying it. But I'm getting older. We're all getting older, and he was saying, oh, you're not going to feel like you were at 17. And that's right. But at the moment, I feel like a very unfit 80-year-old. Because I know I see them weekly. There's people who look at least 101 in these cycling groups going down the country lanes at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And, they're just amazing. Absolutely amazing, these people. And just because you're old doesn't mean you are completely falling apart or you're decrepit or whatever. I don't know if it's a mindset, it's just like they've always been healthy and fit or whatever it is. But I get that, I'm not going to feel 17 again, unfortunately. Lucky. God, Jim, you wish you could just appreciate what you actually looked like when you were younger. I mean, I was never pretty and I was never, I was always the fat, funny one. However, everything that, was where it was supposed to be and looked half decent. Now it's horrifying, if you know what I mean. Anyway, enough about that. Sorry about that thought. No, I get what he means. We're all getting older, and it does drive me mad a little bit, when people are like, to blame literally everything, every single ailment, ache and pain on their thyroid. And who am I to say it's not? It could be everything, every single thing, could be to do with the thyroid. I wouldn't know. I'm not a doctor or a scientist or whatever. I'm just somebody vlogging boring stuff about their thyroid journey and other stuff. But I just think surely we can't blame everything. I mean, I am getting older, so I'm not going to feel maybe as good as I used to do. I'm getting white eyebrow hairs. That's shocking. White eyebrow hairs. Now, I've heard people blame those on the thyroid. Might be. I'm just thinking it's because I'm 45. Although, admittedly, I've been getting them since I was about 43. I blame the baby. If I'm going to blame anything, I'm blaming him for the white hairs and the extra grey ones. I get that this bit, that doesn't really grow very well. I understand that, but I just don't know. Oh, I'm just reluctant to blame everything on it. I'm sorry if other people disagree, but we're okay having a different opinion, aren't we? We can agree to disagree. So yeah, that was, I've promised him that I will raise slowly. That's another thing. He was saying, oh, people are expecting to feel really well and full of energy and really bubbly. And he said, well, of course you're going to feel high and feel bubbly when you take higher doses of, he said levothyroxine, but I just think he meant thyroid meds altogether, because we were talking about me and me upping me NDT. He said, of course you will. He said, it's like an amphetamine. He said, you're getting a high, getting a rush from it. And I'm thinking, no. Like, at no point since I've been taking NDT have I felt any sort of a rush or anything. Remember that day? Remember the day that, I don't know, was I on 3 grains then or what it was? I mean, I know I felt kind of good on 3 grains, but I never felt, woohoo, bring it on. But I know there was a time when I did go out and everything just seemed brighter and clearer, and I just remember that day. But I wouldn't say it was a rush of anything. And then he was like, well, can you imagine if I gave you a high dose of amphetamine and you went running along the road and shouting or whatever? He reenacted this funny scene. He said, I'd be in all the papers. So that's what he likened it to. Now again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a chemist. I don't know an awful lot about things like that. I've never taken amphetamines. I think I'd know about it. I'm quite sure. I don't know. But I think I just don't think it's the same thing. I don't think it is. I just think he's worried. I don't know. But anyway, I've told him I'm going to up slowly. I am choosing to up by a quarter. He said that he'll do blood tests again in 6 weeks' time. Let's see what's going on there. I think my my TSH level went from 0.01, 0.01. And so that was really low. In fact, I really wasn't comfortable with it being that low. I don't even know why, it just scared me, just felt a little bit too low. I mean, you know, what's after that? 0.00, and that's like just zeros. How can that be right? So now it's 0.53, which is still beneath 1, which to feel well, you need to be. Oh, I just don't know. I'm just, what's it? Suck it and see. That's what I'm doing at the moment. We'll just try it. If I'm still bumbling along, you know, everything's good, isn't it? So what else? Oh, I went in to check. I get really bad acid. I really do. And after the burn in my throat incident with the apple cider vinegar, God, that was painful. I haven't really used the apple cider vinegar since then. I mean, it did seem to work, but I've just been too scared. So I had, I don't know, Gaviscon, other things are available, but I was taking it as tablet form. They don't really do anything, but they're just handy to have in the bag. So I've been buying, do you like the own brand antacid, which is quite expensive. But I'm going through about 3 bottles a week. And you know, like when you recycle and you put your bottles in, it's quite embarrassing actually. I've started trying to, you know, break it up a little bit through recycling day because I'm a bit embarrassed, or hiding them underneath. So yeah, he swapped that over for me. So we'll see what that would there, if that works. And I always carried the sachets, you know, like it's like an advanced one or something. I always have those in my bag, and they seem to work okay for a while. And the third thing on my list was the migraines. So I've bitten the bullet. I can't do this with over-the-counter medication. That isn't working. Today I'm okay, just a bit achy around my jaw and that, but so I'm going to have to go and get prescription medication for it because I just cannot function. It's just ridiculous. It's so painful. I mean, it's bad enough dealing with the thyroid and feeling like I don't want to do stuff, I don't want to play and whatever. So when I get one of these headaches, you know, I really just don't want to do anything other than chop my own head off. So yeah, I went to see him. I told you I spoke to a pharmacist who gave me the name. Actually, she might not have even been a pharmacist. I think maybe she was the assistant. I've no idea. She's been on a course. It's where she got this from. A few of the peak customers who come in, they use it too. And it was one that you could take on the onset of a migraine. So I told him about it, and he checked up to see if I really had been to see the neurologist, and if he had said it was migraines and that. And it turns out I wasn't lying. He did actually say he couldn't understand why I wouldn't take the medication that the neurologist had said, you know, the ones that I'd have to take every single day. So then he saw that actually the neurologist had put the one I'm getting prescribed, which I can't remember what it's called. I'll write the name somewhere, especially if it works. Yeah, apparently that was in the letter that they sent to the doctor. Now, I would have known that. At no point did he say, oh, you don't want to take something every day. Well, we've got this one you could just take when it starts. Even though I'd said. But never mind, you know what, 3 years on. So fingers crossed for that one. Apparently, I was really worried. Cause I don't know what it's going to do to me. I'm a bit nervous. Which is, how funny is that? Terrified of taking something from him on prescription, and you know, ordering my own NDT off the internet that could be coming from anywhere. Happily chucking that down my neck. Yeah. So apparently, I'm going to be starting off on 50 milligrams of this stuff, and take that on the onset of a migraine. Then if it works, I can take it after 2 hours, take another 50 milligrams, but no more than that in 24 hours. But the catch is, if it doesn't work when I take the first one, don't take the second one. and don't take any more until your next migraine. So I'm taking that as, because my migraines last days and weeks. So I'm taking that, I can't wake up the next morning. Because then he said what you do then is, the next time you get one, take 100 milligrams on the first sign. Then if that works, then take another 100 after 2 hours. If that doesn't work, come back and see him. So I'm taking that as, don't wake up the next day and if you've still got your migraine, take it. I'm taking that as in, wait until that migraine's completely over and then you get your new one. So I do hope it works. How great would that be if it did? Oh, lucky Eddie here, though. You know what I'm like, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any. Moaning again. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to you and I'm going to sit. No, I'm not going to sit. I'm going to stand and wash the dishes and listen to the cows and the sheep and look at them, because they've cut the hedge down so I can actually see into the field properly now. Hope your day is going okay and you're not feeling too rubbish. Do write in the comments you know, what you're taking or what you're doing, because it's really interesting to find out what's working for other people or what's not working for other people, whether that's like with thyroid or migraines or any of the other side effects. I'm sure like there are, I've got a whole 93 subscribers, you know, most of whom probably don't even look at the videos, because let's face it, who isn't subscribed to somebody they don't actually watch? But for those people who do look, you know, I'm sure somebody might find something interesting or of help. So yeah, comment. I feel like one of those real YouTubers that go, comment below, subscribe, click like. I don't even know why they do that. What does it matter? Like, do they get a prize if there's so many likes or so many subscribers? I just think that's weird. Do you think it's, I just don't know. Makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, bye for now. Take care. See ya.